You know what? Another point, real quickly. I don't know if this is true as well. And I saw it on another special where they said women shouldn't necessarily always wear perfume because
I don't.
It blocks your natural scent.
Right. It blocks the natural.
I don't.
I don't really either. Ladies,
guys love me.
Ladies, try to go without the perfume. See what happens.
Don't cover it up. What are you covering up?
Right. You're covering up your own endorphins.
Yeah.
Or is it
Body odor. So
Your
basically,
natural hormones.
Get off the pill and don't use perfume.
Don't use perfume.
Bunch of pregnant funky bras going
I'm on the pill and I use perfume and I'm married.
Deodorant, though, but you're married. You already caught your dude.
You don't seem like you're a very emotional, love-seeing, like you don't feel like you don't feel warm, Shelly Rio.
I'm very warm.
No,
I'm actually hot right now.
Okay, we have Bert. Well, I want to help you. I want to give you a breakthrough. I want you to like.
We've had a breakthrough.
Okay. We have Bert from Alabama. Welcome to the show.
She can't be helped.
Hey, ladies. First time caller, but I listen all the time. I think you guys are doing a great service here.
Thank you. Thanks for calling.
But I just wanted to speak on the young lady who said that God is in everything. And, you know, I think that because, you know, you always want to put God first. But the bottom line is, what I'm trying to say, is God gives you the option to choose. So you can make choices unilaterally, because God made us thinking human beings. But I was married for 10 years, and we were in the church, and our marriage still ended in divorce. And primarily the reason because we grew apart even in God. I mean, there were some things that we would do before we got married, and then once we got married, she didn't want to do those things anymore, or we just grew apart for whatever reason. And I don't think God created that. I think that was between her and I, not God.
I
don't
think it was God either, but you have to be equally yoked when you're married. If you're not equally yoked, and obviously the fact that you guys supposedly have these stuff in common and whatnot, and then you got married and then all of a sudden it was different, it's because you guys were never equally yoked from the beginning, so therefore it was never going to work.
I disagree.
But if God's in your relationship, shouldn't he be able to power through that?
Exactly. Or if they have the faith and they believe and they're relying on God.
I feel like people that use God a lot are very,
but they have to rely. No, but they have to rely on the power of God's love.
But you also have to understand that religion is contradictory, and any type really. So
but we're also all sinners, so you can't.
You know what? This is about chemistry, you guys. We'll do a God show another time.
Okay.
Damn it. All right, let's talk about lust, attraction, and attachment.
Okay.
Stage 1 is lust. This is the first stage of love and is driven by the sex hormones, testosterone and estrogen, in both men and women. So women, we talk about this all the time, about some of my friends here have very deep voices and having a higher level of testosterone in them. So this makes her aggressive sexually. Is that, turn off to most men?
Well,
do you like an aggressive woman?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
The way he
got the high voice. The voice
a lot of us, we would prefer a woman to be, because what's one of the main things that men are really worried about?
Rejection.
They're worried about
rejection.
You calling them back.
So we would like, we would like to know that, hey, today is the day. And,
right.
Okay. So we get shy because we're used to being the person to be the aggressor.
Right.
So it makes us shy. But, and it's kind of cute when you see the guy who's like, what? What's wrong? What's wrong? Come on.
You know what I want to know? How do you know the difference in the first few months? Say you meet someone, you hit it up real fast. You like talking crazy, talk real fast, right? How do you know the difference between lust and love? Because it seems like these chemicals are firing off probably in both situations, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, it's actually how that person makes you feel now. Now we're talking about when you're away from him. How does he make you feel? If you're thinking about him and just only about the sex, or are you thinking about him? Are you thinking about, I can't wait to see him, I miss him? Do you miss the sex, or do you miss him for his character now? And that's how you can tell whether it's love or lust.
And I read something about...
And that's even for a male. That's even for a male, too, as well, to know.
I read something here about the tone of one's voice and that really triggering something in you. Like, what about a relationship, right? Where you haven't even been physical with this person, but it's just all on the phone. You feel like you fall in love with this person.
Oh, absolutely. Let's talk
there?
about the tone. The tone, and it goes back to as well when you also ovulate and when you're on your monthly as well. Your tone naturally goes high. It's a higher pitch. And to a man,
you're right about that. Two of us do not have those. No way.
And a man is turned on by that high pitch. The study have shown
Or the low
that
sex
they
one.
talk to a woman when she's on, and they had men to listen to the woman when she's not,
Maybe on a period.
or ovulating too as well.
So
Either
they-
or.
So they call us when we're
On
on
the
our period,
on the
and
rag.
when we're ovulating is when they text us.
Or ovulating.
Right, that's when we get a text.
Or ovulating.
Ovulate.
Yeah.
I wonder with all of these different hormones and pheromones and different chemicals, why don't they have something that they can bottle at this point? I mean, with
They are actually working on that. They're
called
working
vodka.
on they are working on the oxytocin,
Something that
and they are
doesn't wear
actually
off.
trying to work on the compulence. And they're also Oprah's just, I don't know if she's going to go through with it, but she says she wants to make her perfume called Compulence.
Well, won't that mess up nature though? Because it's going to trick the person, right? It's not leaving it to be
well,
natural.
yeah, they had something long time ago where they thought it was a woman's hormone where she can put it on her neck, and then the man will come on to her, withdraw her,
So basically, is time really the answer? Like she was saying, a difference between love and lust. With time, that it'll either begin to get stronger or fade.
I don't think
absolutely.
love has anything to do with time.
Really?
With time? Well, actually,
I think it does.
You can fall in love
because
in 3
in
weeks.
time,
you can.
no, it could be 3 weeks.
That you can fall in love.
But will it end in 3 weeks, or will it stay for
But-
10 years?
Well,
so time.
actually, remember we were talking about being a serial monogamous. You can fall in love, and it could last for a while, but then once you
in it.
realize that this is not what I want, the high is gone, and I want to run, and I want to try to find this high again.
Right.
Right.
That's why I always say I want a new relationship every 3 months.
Yeah, I have to admit, I'm a serial monogamous. I'm addicted to that high. I love the first stages of a relationship.
Right.
And
So
then
fun.
when it's done,
Yes.
out.
And you're out.
And I'm looking for the next one.
Another
Yes.
caller, we have No Doubt from Maryland.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, No Doubt.
How y'all doing?
Doing good.
In lust.
I can understand what you're saying to a point, though, but I'm like this: all the chemicals in the world ain't gonna make it happen if it ain't meant to be. So you could be around somebody all the time, and you can have a desire for them, but if they don't have that desire for you, then I don't care what's kicking off in your body, it just ain't gonna happen. And a lot of times, people they gonna miss out on what they really need in life because they follow the desire and not what's really in their heart. Because you have desire for somebody because of what they have or the way they look. But what's in your heart, is something different. So I believe there's a spiritual connection. When it's meant to be, it's going to happen. When it's not, chemistry or not, chemicals, I don't care what you put on, what you got going for you. If it ain't meant to be, it just ain't going to happen.
Okay, you have to comment on that.
Hey, I have to agree with
Are
you.
you a doctor?
No.
I want to call you doctor really
I
bad.
know, everybody does.
Can you play one on radio?
Of course, everywhere I go, every
Call you
station I'm on, people
Doctor.
say it.
All right, doctor.
Absolutely. What we're saying is that the chemicals are natural. And yes, once you get into the relationship, now it's your job to do your homework. In order to establish a vitalized, harmonious, cohesive working relationship, you have to know what you're looking for. And if to know what you're looking for, you have to understand your non-negotiable requirements. You have to understand what are your needs and what are your wants. So absolutely, once you get in that relationship, and especially knowing and being aware that, hey, I'm going crazy about this guy. What's going on? Is it the chemicals, right? And then to that point of being in the relationship, you have to do your homework. You have to ask yourself, what am I looking for? So that means you have to start asking questions, just like the employer. What I say to women is that you are the employer, not the employee. Us men, we're just interested in the job. We're trying to get the job. So you have to ask the right questions to see if I qualify to get hired.
Right.
Now, stage 2, attraction. This is the amazing time when you're truly love struck and you can think of little else. Scientists think there are 3 main neurotransmitters involved in the stage: adrenaline, dopamine, and serotonin. Psychologists also have shown it takes between 90 seconds and 4 minutes to decide if you fancy somebody. Wow. Research has shown this has little to do with what is said. It's rather 55% of it comes through body language, 38% is the tone and speed of their voice, and 7% is what they say. So really, the words they're saying is really some bullshit.
Right.
So it's the
Body
the
language.
unintentional things that you're doing, the things that you're not really aware of. I guess you'd say.
Aware of, and it is body language. It's also body language, but we also have to understand too, especially when it comes to understanding our numbers, understanding our golden ratio. And that is understanding our facial looks, okay? Because we are attracted. I mean, we have to be honest with ourselves. The first thing we do is we look.
Yes.
Right? We look. And what we are doing is we're seeing what number this person is going to fit in. Right? And understanding that is the first thing. So now, and what I mean by numbers is when someone looks at someone, you're looking to see if that person is a 10. You may be
A 4.
You may be a 4.
We talked about
But
that last
together, together you can be a 7. 7 average.
Well, two 7s can come together because a 7 is looking at another 7. Well, what happens is because you
I'm at 10 plus
realize
4 is
the
14,
attention that you're getting
Yeah.
is the attention that you're getting is from a 7. See,
Right.